My name's Steele Anderson and I am a carpenter. I work as a subcontractor. Being in the trade for 7 years and working under other people, it's good to finally be your own boss. When I had the accident, I was working for a different company, GB Unique, a concreting, landscaping and a pool company. I had a car accident. I was going from one job to the next and I had a trailer on the back. It was on rural roads and so it went from bitumen to gravel and the trailer just lost control and threw me into a tree. I was in an induced coma for 6 days. I broke lower vertebrae and I had a spinal fusion of the bottom 3 vertebrae. I also perforated my bowel. I was bedridden for a long time, laying around, not doing any sort of work. I had no idea what sort of recovery I was looking at, what sort of mobility I was going to get back. Dealing with some of the stuff that I had to deal with was quite overwhelming. The interactions with Navinet were great. I dealt with Jack. Jack was always going out of his way to organise everything and make it a lot easier on me.
We got asked to provide some recovery support services. Some people with that injury probably never going to get back to work. So he's come a very, very long way since the first day I met him. For someone who couldn't drive, couldn't walk that far, to someone who's back at work full time doing a very labour-intensive job.
It was about 3 or 4 months off of work, which was just recovery around home and physiotherapy. So I started seeing a physio 3 times a week, running me through exercises to do mainly for the spinal injury. And then the bowel, that was probably a lot more painful to go through, but over a couple of months it just got back to like a normal bowel movement.
I think his trainers did a really good job of just sort of banding around him. His team at the Royal Melbourne, his physio and Shep did a really good job of just trying to keep him engaged, keep him motivated.
I was pretty motivated to do everything in my power to get back. Whatever I was told to do, like I was making sure I was doing it because it was the only thing that was taking my mind off of feeling sorry for myself. What I would say to someone with that sort of injury is just stay as consistent as possible. When you're in that situation, moving and being up and about and like actually doing anything to make yourself a little bit stronger makes the world of difference.
Their employer was very supportive. They really nurtured Steele.
It made the biggest difference just knowing that I wasn't left at a disadvantage because of what I'd gone through. Like they had team meetings where they invited me along and kept me in the loop of what was going on, and there was a couple of days where I went and did just ride-alongs with the boys. Being back with them definitely made me a lot more comfortable with the thought of being back at work and being behind the wheel.
It's been a very long journey for Steele, but I think he's done a really, really great job of getting to this point.
Steele did 3 years of his apprenticeship with me. We always worked really well together, and after the car crash he's just taken it in his stride. He's come back full capacity, like you wouldn't know that the accident even happened.
Probably the biggest part of the journey is realising how good that I've got it. It could have been a lot worse. There's things that I'll have to deal with for the rest of my life because of it, but it's good to be back.